guys, welcome back to my channel. It's G from Happiness and Crafting. So today, happy Monday. It's Monday, nice start to the week. So over the weekend I was having another sort out of my scrap papers, and I wanted to make like some little notebooks with the sort of like tea stainy paper, but I thought in the end I ended up making a sort of mini no-sew journal, no-sew binder journal, and oh my gosh, I just love it. I think she's just turned out beautiful. Look at that. So it's done exactly the same way as I would do my big one, which I did a couple of weeks ago, and it's just the cutest. So I'm just going to show you. I'm gonna just open it up, and I thought we would do another one. I might have to refer back to this one to have a look because I just sort of like made it, but it's just beautiful. So we've got lots of lovely pages in there. You open it up. I'm gonna pop it down, be easier. I got quite close today, so you can see what I'm doing. So we've got the first little one, and I've just made a little sort of booklet in there with a little butterfly and a little bit of bling on there. We've got little lace tuck in there. I've used a few of the lovely vintage laces that I've had. We've got a little pocket there, like that. Turns over. This is a little bit of a little paper clip which I popped some little bit of the lovely labels of love in there. I turn that over, this comes off, this opens up. I've got a little sort of journaly thing in there, or a little notepad, that opens up, that will pop in there. So it's all like lots of little bits, which I just love. I think just adding in little tiny bits here and there, I think just makes your journals look so cute. So that goes over. This is a little tuck in there, like that. This opens up. This is a nice little journaling spot there. Lots of the little bits of lace in there as well. This opens up. I've got a little corner pocket there for the little tuck. This opens up. This is one of our lovely paper clips. I'm running out of these, so I need to make some more. Well, I'm not running out, but I do definitely need to make some more. So this opens up, this opens up. This is a little pocket in here, like that. So that's a little scruffy little pocket. And then we've got a little tuck in here. So then this just folds in, folds over. And then I did have a little, another little journaling card on this side, which attached with this as well. I don't think I've got that in there, but there we go. That will just pop in there and tuck in there like that. Another little page, little tuck there with another little scruffy booklet in. These scruffy little booklets are so good. They just like pop into little pockets, and then I've got a little back pocket, and it's just got a love little journaling card in there that opens up. So oh, don't you think that's just the cutest? I didn't quite put this long enough. It does go into a bow, but it's a little bit fiddly. So next one I'm going to make just a little bit longer. It will go, but it's just, I'm not the best at doing bows like this. There we go. A little bit small, but it works, doesn't it? So is that just cute or what? I love it, absolutely love it. So I'm going to pop that to the side, and we are going to get going. So I've got some scrap paper here. Oh look, I got a little bit of, oh, that's just snuck in. Maybe we'll have to use that as well. So that's just a little bits of card and paper in there. And then I've got this one is just some, obviously I'm not going to use all of this, but it's just some of the scrap paper that it was in my little scrap bowl. Not bowl, my little drawer that I was sorting out the other day in the Lost Mojo ones. This is a little, I made these, they're just like little bits of scrappy paper with some lace, and I've just sewn it on. I thought they would be quite nice on the edge of some pages. And what I did, I've got some of that lovely lace, my vintage lace. I've just cut some little bits off, and I've put them in a bowl, just so I've got some little bits to work with. So I thought that might be a little bit easier instead of having the whole thing and sort of like rummaging through it. I thought just a few little bits in there would be great. And then what did I have? I do have this. I've got my little one here which has got all my little bits of lovely pink lace that I used for the Shabby Saturday, and then I've got this was on my desk, and this was from the Friday freebie that I had. What else have I got? I'm just going to go through some things that are here. Do you know what I mean? So we've got everything together that we can just sort of make. And this is one of the washi tape things that I got from Journal Say. And I just use 2 of those to link some of the pages together in the little journal. And then I've got 2 little ones here. And then we just got the glue. I've got some little daubers. I got a packet of these, and it comes with 2 of these and some different tops. And this is one where it's got sandpaper on it. And I just had an experiment. Let me just show. Here, look. Where I've just screwed up the paper. This is just some of my digital paper, like that. And then I've just sanded the top, like that. And it just sort of like roughens it up. It looks really good. It sort of just distresses it. So I'm liking this. I haven't used it. I used it a couple of times and then I forgot, and then I've just found it again. It's because I had put an inky one on there. So that's quite nice, isn't it? That's it. And then I've got my stapler, actually. I have. It's very temperamental stapler. So we will see how that works. Right. Oh, and then I've got some of my little ladies. And I thought these are the vintage children encyclopedia. No, photos. I can't remember now. This, because I've got this little girl on there. And I thought we'd have her on this one. And, oh my God, I'm still going. And these are the labels of love, and these are quite small, so they will fit into the little journal. So that's it. That's all the little bits I've got. So now we need to start, and on this one I started from the back. So I need a piece of paper. Let's take this piece. Let's have this as the back page. It's going to be too... Oh, shall I measure it? Oh, there's all this echoing before I even start. We are on 3.5 inches, or what's that, roughly 8.5, 9 centimetres, and it is 2.25 inches, or that's about 6 centimetres. So that's how big she is, and she's just beautiful. I love it. I quite like, wouldn't they look nice on the, if you had quite a few on the shelf, I think they would just look so pretty. So what we're going to do with this, we want this, I want it roughly about the same size, so let's just tear that down. That's going to be way too, it's a little bit bigger, but if I just tear it down, sort of like here, because it would be quite nice if they were the same sort of size. We can use these bits in their journal. Okay, so that would be the back page. And what I did on this one, I folded this bit in, so we've got like a little tuck, just so that the pages aren't the same size. So this is no sew, this is just sticking. So I don't know whether I'll link down the video from a big one underneath. It's a real one where you don't want to think about what you're doing, you just want to sort of make. So what we're going to do, so that's our back page. Okay, so that's lovely. Am I a little bit too close, do you think, guys? Right, what's this piece? That's got ink on it. That's got ink on it, but does it matter? We could do with a bigger piece, really. What's this piece? Okay, we can work with this. Let's go. Should we bend that over? Bend that piece over like that, so we're the same. Shall I have that bit? I'm going to just actually, that's folded there. Do you think I could bend this back? If I bend that bit back, you could stick that on there. This could open up this way. So I would fold this piece back as well, I think. Lots of folds and lots of tucks, that's what I like. And it's really nice. So this will fold up like that, and this piece can just pull out like that. Lovely. I'm going to just stick and go. That's what we're going to do. and ink. So I don't want this to take long. I just want to sort of make it, show you how we can do it. I want to do it obviously all in one go. So we've got this lovely little journal going on here. A little bit of ink on here. And we like minis. We like mini little things. I think they're the cutest, aren't they? Right, so that will be, you could put a little tab on that so that can pull out. Let's just ink this bit. It's easier to ink before you stick it down actually, isn't it? So this can just stick onto there. And that can be like a little tuck. This will open up. That could be like a little tuck. I'll add some lace and bits afterwards. We'll just get the bones of this done first. Pop this on. So what was I going to do? Stick this down. So we need to stick it. Just using some tacky glue. I'm going to just pop a little bit along there. Along the back and down there. Like this. Hold on to that. Oops. Stick that in the middle. The thing I like about these is that all the pages are all sort of like different sizes and different shapes, and they're just fabulous, aren't they? So that will go on there like that. I'm going to just give this a quick ink. Look, that's quite nice because that's sort of like got writing down that edge, and it sort of like fits really well. Although we'll probably end up putting some lace or something over the top. Let's just ink this little bit. Okay. Should we have that as a tuck? Yes. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to just glue them down like that. So we'll do this as we go. Oops. Hold those down for a second. Okay, and that will go on, and that will go on. And then we just stick another piece on top of here. Like that, which is lovely. Lovely, lovely. I didn't take out too much stuff because I don't want lots and lots of choice. Because sometimes it can get a little bit overwhelming, can't it, with a little bit of choice. Put the same back. We don't want the same colour to go. Well, this is folded. This is already folded. I don't really want one that's folded. These aren't big enough. That's white on the back. Not that it really matters. We are going to have to do a little bit of, I'm going to just cut that. I'm going to tear that off there. Actually, I'm not. I'm going to cut it because it needs to be a little bit further up. I'm going to just fold that little bit back, because that will need to stick onto there and open up, but this isn't quite big enough, so we are going to extend it. We will stick on a little bit of this on top like that, I think. Let's just get a little bit of glue down the side. This is a great way to use up your scraps, isn't it? Let's just, oopsie daisy, stick that on there like that. Perfect. Let's tear this little bit off. Okay, so what we're going to do with this bit, that can go there like that, and then I think we need to go in, so bend it this way, bend that like that. Oh, I like those two together. And then I might even, in a minute, attach something else to that. So this will go on there like that. Hold on to those little bits. This opens out, and then this can open out like that. So that's a little page. Fabulous. Right, should we have a little ink? Little ink on there. once we get the little bit of the journal done, the fun bit is going to be doing all the little lacy bits, which are fab, which is my favourite. Right, this isn't quite as big as that bit, so let's just glue this bit on. Going to add some lace to the spine in a minute as well. So let's just stick this onto there. So this is our spine. This is going to be our spine. Like that. Squash that down. That opens up. Oh, lots of little bits that open up, flip out. See, we can pop, if this is flipping out like that, we can just pop a little paper clip in there to hold that together. So they don't do that. Okay. Well, I like that. I don't think we need to add anything bigger onto that one. Okay, so now we need to get just a little bit smaller as we go to the front piece. Now should we make the front cover? Well, I want to use this little girl, and I did get this card out because I like this green colour. I think it goes really well behind there, doesn't it? So I need to sort of tear there, sort of, oh my gosh, that's really hard. Let's just turn this bit down. Oh, and then she can go on there. We can pop little bits of lace and stuff around there. That's lovely. Pop this on. Well, guys, did you have a lovely weekend? I didn't even ask, did I? Was it a nice, relaxing weekend? We did nothing. Sunday, absolutely nothing. It was fabulous. We sat and chatted and ate, and a nice, lovely, lovely day we had. Look at that, isn't that lovely? Oh, I do like that. So the next page, the other page, I'm going to just stick like I normally do, just the little middle bit. And then that means that I can tuck things inside under here, so she's not stuck right down. Can lift these little bits up and tuck underneath. So what I'm going to do for a minute, I need a paper clip. Let me just get a paper clip. Just going to tuck this. I'm going to just do that just so it stays closed for a second. This is going to be the top, so we need a few more pages inside. Let's try this one. This is that inky one, isn't it? Let's have it like that. So I can just put that one on there, like that. Let's keep going. Let's build this up. Got a little bit of just plain. What side? We need it to go this way, don't we? And wide. A little bit. Oh, it's going to have to go this way. Like that. Like that. So I need it. Take a little bit. I could make a zillion of these with all the scrap paper that I've got in that box. What do you reckon? Is that about right? Is that about right? I think that would probably do. Like that. Maybe I'll just tear this piece off instead of tucking it in. Or I could, actually. I'm going to just bend that back. Like that. Pop that in. Pop that over. I'm going to tear this down and across. So I'm going to just glue this little bit here so we have a little tuck I might actually just take that little corner off. There we go. Perfect. A little bit of inking. Little bit of inking, and then I'm just going to stick that down. Just this little bottom bit. So it means we can get, you know, quite a big card in there, because it's just that little bottom piece. So when we pop something in there, just take this, just what I mean, it can stick right out. So it's just like a little tuck, and then maybe we could pop a little bit of lace or something on there. Okay, so was that going to go on top of this one, and then on top of this one, like that, and then this will go on top of there. We need a few more, it's a little bit, one more page. Let's just put one more page in. We've got all of these little pieces. We need to make, that comes off. I'm going to take this. I'm going to just tear that down. Oh, I need this again. Is that roughly? That's roughly like that. I'm going to just tear that down, and what I'm going to do, I'm going to go, so we've got it opposite way round. I'm going to do that like that, and then this can become a pocket. Do you know what I mean? Oh, it's got to go on top of this one like that, then this one will go on that way, so this will open up. So this is going to be a pocket in there. I'm going to just rip a little piece out like that, just so we know it's a pocket, just so it's nice and scruffy. Let's ink these bits up, pop that there. So this has got to go. Let's just ink this like this. And how big? Is that the right way up? Yeah, doesn't really matter. Doesn't really matter. Oh, we're on this one, aren't we? So we could have it not exactly the same size, but it's got to be roughly there. Down there. Like that, and just stick that piece. Then again on this side. Like that. So then we've got a pocket here, and we've got a pocket there. So I'll pop a little bit of lace on this one. Oh, did I stick the side down? I didn't stick the side down, did I? Let's do that again. There we go. So that's just one piece of paper on top of the other, just to make it bigger without oozing all your glue out. And then we have a little, whether anything's going to fit in it, I'm not sure. Look at that. So we can make a little something either side to go in there. Perfect. So that will go on there. That will go on there, that will go on there, and then that will go on there. I think that's probably plenty, isn't it? So what we're going to do now, we are going to make some little, oh, let's ink this up. We're going to make some little hinges to stick it all together. Let's put these on. Like that. So let's get any piece of paper, doesn't really matter, this piece will do. Doesn't have to be perfect. We will just fold that in half like that. Take this, we need it this side, so we need to stick like that. So I do that all over the place, but this needs to stick onto there. So we're just making a little hinge like there, where you just fold a piece of paper, and then that little hinge there will stick onto that page like that, and then that's your leather, that's what makes your page. So this one was sticking on there, I think, wasn't it? A little bit of glue on there. We will pop you, whoops, right there like that. Okay, so we have that one, we have that one, that opens up and that opens up. This is a lovely little pulley out, that opens up like that, and then that's your back page, and we've got a little tuck in there. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, before I put these pages on, because this will go on here, I'm going to add just a little bit of sort of lace or something to these. Well, I'm going to just put these away so I don't get... Can you see how many things that you could make? How many of these you could make with all this paper? And it's just made out of the scrap paper, which is fabulous, isn't it? So I'm going to just... Do you think this will be nice? Because this can go right round to the back. More on the back than the front, I think. So I'm going to just cut this down. You can use lace or ribbon, or you don't have to do this, but I'm kind of like this, just going to cover that little bit of spine up, and then we put the other bits on the top. Now I'm going to add it with a little bit of glue gun. Oops, I'm stuck. Just a little bit of glue gun on there, like that, just a tiny bit. Take that and pop that on top. Okay, don't mind the bits hanging off, we like little bits that hang off. This will just go round to the back like that, and then we just got our little book. Just a little bit of glue on there like that. I can leave that open because I'm not sure what I'm going to do with the back piece yet. There we go, so that's a little spine, and then this will go on top. We need to make another little, couple of little hinges, and then we're going to put this one over there like that. Oh, I just think this is so cute, aren't they? Right, what should we use? We need a piece to fit this on, don't we? That's not going to be quite big enough. This will be big enough. Like that. Chop that off. Doesn't matter with the scruffy bits, does it? Little torn edges. So again, you can make these if you've just got sort of like coffee tea stain paper, you can make little journals like this and stick sort of like little stickers in there. You can make it out of magazine papers. Don't think you have to have tea stain paper or digital papers. You can have whatever you like. Now I'm going to glue this with some what's it called? Glue gun, and pop that on there because we've got the lace on there, and I want that to stick a little bit better. Do you know what I mean? You can get old magazines and just test it out with some old magazines to see if you like what you're doing, and then you know you're not going to waste anything. I'm going to pop a little bit of glue on here like that. So do you know what I mean? This is why it's so difficult to copy exactly what I did. So I don't think you have to copy exactly this. You can make them however you like. It's all a little lopsided. Look at that. So that opens out. that opens out, that opens out, that opens out. Fabulous. It's a little bit wonky, but we don't mind a bit of wonkiness like that. So that's fabulous. Now I'm going to add a little bit of tulle in here as well. I'm going to cut a little bit of this off. Just pull this. I should have really stuck this in there, but it's a bit late now, but that's okay. Just going to take a little bit of this. I'm going to add it just to the back and sort of in between. So I'm going to glue. So this is just a really sort of a bit of a random glue on this one. Stickiness. So I'm just going to stick that little bit, just a little square piece of tulle onto there. I'm going to bring that round. I'm going to just glue a little bit into this, just onto that top piece before I stick the other bit on. Just so it's a little bit sandwiched in there, like that. And then I'm going to leave that just flapping out. And then this little pocket can go in on top. Not little pocket, it's a little page. Which I didn't stick it together. So we need another little, or should we have a bit of green in there? No, I don't want green. Let's go with this one. We need another little spine to go in there. So let's just fold another little piece of paper in half. I'm covered in ink today. Right, we need to measure on this one actually. Let's measure this one. Tear that off. Perfect. Then we are going to stick this to there. Oh, we don't need glue gun. We're just going to use a bit of tacky glue. Paper to paper. Pop that on. Oops. Like that. All my little bits of glue gun everywhere. Now I will put a little bit of glue gun on this one. Actually, what I've done, I've gone and put that pocket on there, haven't I? And we need another hinge to put this one on. So what I'm going to do is, because I can put a little thin one on here, can't I? Because else we're not going to get anything in our little pocket. Didn't think of that, did I? So don't do that mistake. Don't make a whole big pocket. So if I put that on, what I could do, I could make another little one. Let's just take a piece of this, fold this. We need it bigger one side. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm just thinking as I go now. So this has to be really kind of tiny. Like this, or I just put that on there. Oh, actually, what I could do is just attach that to that, couldn't I? So that opens up independently and cover that piece up. That would work. That would work. But that's not going to work. Let's do that again. Let's do that again. Let's put this down. Let's cut that down. I want that just a little bit bigger under there, or the same size as that really. I don't think that was the same size, was it? I didn't quite go round. It needs to be just a little bit bigger. Just so that I can stick this one to that one. That's better, and it goes around the corner. So we've got a little double one on there, so I'm going to glue that to that. Like that. stick that down to there, like that. So that means when we open this up, let's just make sure it sticks down there. When we open this up, this has got the whole pocket, if you know what I mean. And then this piece will stick on there like that, and that's going to attach that to there. Lovely. And then that piece will go on there like that. Super. And then we've got the little bit of tulle, which we're just going to take, and we're going to just, like we did the other one, just scrunch it up over this little bit, which I think will look lovely. So this bit will stick on here. I'm going to use a little bit of glue gun, because we've got a little bit of tulle on there. So let's just make sure this is going to stick down nicely onto that bit, like that, like so. And then this piece will stick onto there like that. Fabulous, fabulous, fabulous. Right, I don't need all of that. Do I need all of that? Now I'm going to just glue this bit, I think, and stick this down on there, like so. I think that's enough. Okay, there we go. So that's all our, I'm going to put this tulle onto here like that, so that will wrap around this in a minute. So we've got that one, we've got this one with a little pocket in, that opens up. We've got, see, I got a little pocket in there, but I might just have to not have a pocket there because I covered that up, didn't I? That goes open, that's a little tuck in there, that opens up like that, that opens out, this pulls out, that comes down, little tuck. Lovely, look at that, just fabulous. Now I'm going to add this. I'm going to just pop a little bit of glue on the back, just to attach a little bit of this tulle around there. Turn it back around. I'm going to sort of, you know, ruchel this up a little bit. Ruchel? Is there ruchel a word? Actually, I'm going to wait for that. I'm going to tuck some bits and pieces in here first. I'm going to do the front cover. Right, that's all our little sort of pages done. Let's put all those bits over there. Just take you. Oops. Oops, don't you go anywhere. There we are. Right, let's have a look in here. I got, this is some of the cheesecloth I coloured the other day. So I do like this. Can you see where I've popped it in here underneath this bit? It looks really good, doesn't it? Oops, this doesn't rip very well. I'm going to take this piece, I'm going to tuck this under here like that and just wrinkle it up. I think I'm going to use just a little bit of 3-in-1. Just pop some glue in there and on top, so we can just sort of sandwich this inside and just sort of like scrunch it up just a little bit like that. So that's all scrunchy at the bottom. Pull you down a little bit like that. I've got these little bits. I've got this lovely, this is very old. Which way round does that go? Oh, should we just have that on there? Oh, that's so pretty, isn't it? So let's pop these little bits on. This is the sort of little book that you could sort of like go through this quite a few times and sort of like add little tiny little bits to it. Look at that, isn't that just so pretty? Oh, so pretty. What else have we got in here? This is lovely and old. It's got a little bit. Just wrinkle this up. I think I'll put it over the top actually. A little bit more glue. Let's put a bit of glue underneath because we can stick that down now. Let's just squash this up. Oops. Pull that in. Just tuck that up. Tuck that up in there. Need to just wrinkle it up a little bit better than that. There we go. Just a little bit. Right, now I'm going to add the tool onto here. I'm just going to use a little bit of glue gun because it's quicker. And tool is a bit temperamental. It sort of like flies all over the place. So I'm just going to pull that down. Squash that in there. Can you see? And then you've got all these lovely little bits. I just stick a tiny little bit here. Tiny little bit. Like that. Tuck that in. Look at that. Isn't that just so pretty? Right. That's lovely. I'm going to add something else to that afterwards. So that's the front page. That's the spine. So that spine looks lovely, doesn't it? And that's the back. I don't know how long we've been, guys. We're doing good for time though, I think. Right, let's just add some little bits of... We could do with a little sort of tuck in this one, couldn't we? Should we have that on there? Then we can just tuck something in. I think that will look nice, won't it? A little bit of glue. Oops. Pop you on. Just little bits. Just little bits. So that's a nice little tuck in there. Right, do you think that will fit into there? What I'm going to do is my little... Take this. Just make this pocket. Oh my gosh, I just stuck that pocket together. Let's see if we can get in here. Oh, it doesn't go all the way down, does it? Me trying to make it go all the way down, and it's not going to go all the way down. So we need something a little bit smaller to go in there. Oh, I don't know. Oh, it's white on the back, guys. Did I not print on the back of these? Oh, some of them I did. Some of them I did and some of them I didn't. That's strange. What's this little one? You're not going to fit. Okay, I'm going to have to come back and fill that pocket up because else I'm going to be there all day trying to find something to fit in. Unless you can go in there. You can go in there. There you go. You can go in there. That's lovely. Now I need something, just a little something to go on this pocket. Let's have a little bit of this, shall we? Just a little bit of this and a little bit of pink tulle. Let's grab a little bit of this. Just a little random cut like that. Just pull it. Just stick that on. Like that. Oops. Okay. Tiny bit of glue on there. My glue is very, very stringy. There we go. Look at that lovely little pocket. I might have to find something a little bit smaller to go in there, but for now I think that's lovely. And then we've got something we need to tuck in here. There we go. See, these little labels are just perfect, aren't they? What should we put in this one? Look, I've gone and glued this bit together. What should we have? Oh, look, we've got a little bit of lacy paper. Lacy paper, we could have a little, let's just have a little sort of belly band. Little belly band. We can make some little sort of booklet things, can't we, to tuck in? Or little bits of scrap paper in there. I'm going to make it go this way, I think. There we go. Have a little bit of this. This might be, oh look, I've got more stringy. Going to just fold this up as a little ditty journaling card. Now I probably shouldn't put that through because that glue's still wet. But there we go, look at that. That can just sit in there like that. And on this one, I think, shall we have a little bit of lace coming down? A little bit of this one, just down the side. And then we can paper clip something maybe onto there. Fabulous. Look at that. Or, yeah, no, I'm going to have it go down sideways. Just down the side. Like that. There we go. I've got a paper clip here. What did I do with that? This is just a little, oh my gosh, I'm so sticky. This is just a little paper clip with a little bit of lace on the top. Oh, I do like that. Right, this one I'm going to leave because this one is good for journaling on, I think, that page. This one we need a little something to tuck in there. Oh look, we could have a little round one. We can have a little round one, can't we? I'm going to tuck that up. Tuck that up in there. Like that. That's lovely. This one could be journaled on, couldn't it? We could pop, maybe we could pop another little tiny paper clip on there and stick something in it. Right, this paper clip, let's add a little bit of lace on there. Pop that through. Like that. Pull it through a little bit more. Let's cut that off. I'm going to just open that up. Just a tiny little bit of hot glue in there. And then just squeeze that together. There we go. Super, super quick and simple paper clip. Just to pop out the side. And then we've got another one of these. Look, we can use the little photos as well. I've got this little photo. Look at that. We can pop that little photo in there as well. That opens up. Maybe we've got another little one. We can have a little fairy in this one. Like that. Oh, we're going to put a little bit of lace on here, won't we? Look, this is a lovely bit. Let's cut this. Let's just put a little bit of lace on there. Put that on just so it's just coming down a little bit. Like that. Look at that. Is that just beautiful? Could do with something on the edge of the pages actually, couldn't we? Just on this bit we need. Not necessary because we've got that poking out, so that should be okay. Right, we've got these pages. Push them open like that. What should we put on here? Should we have a little flip out? Should we have a little bit that comes flipping out? How can we do that? I do like my little flippy outs. I think they look lovely. So, if if we put that on here, this could come out like that, and then we could have a little, shall I have it, that's going to stick out too much, isn't it? That's going to stick out a little bit too much. So we will do that like that. I do like little flippy flops. Right, I've got my other, if I can pick it up. Which way round was it? This way. Little corner punches, that's what I was thinking of. I'm trying to think and talk at the same time, and sometimes it doesn't quite work. Nothing comes out of my mouth, I'm just sort of thinking it. I'm going to do it on this as well. There we go. And then these will come out, and that can come out like that, so you can stick or glue whatever you like on that. So that can come out like that. And I'm going to just stick it down this way and this way. So that means that we can tuck something in at the back, and it will sort of like come out that way. If you know what I mean. I know what I mean. This will go down this side, and so we don't over glue on the other bit, we'll pop a little bit of glue just on there, so then this will stick together. I hope. Lift this up. Oops, I've just moved it. Okay, let's just stick that down like that. See, that comes out, and then that will come over this little bit. Let's find something to tuck in there. Little circle. You see this goes around the back. I think it's a little bit big though. This one will work. There we go. That will tuck in there like that. That comes down. Oh, too like that. Oh, there's white on the back. Can't have that one. Can't have that one, guys. It's white on the back. I don't do white on the back. Little heart. There we go. Little heart poking. That's lovely. Right, what can we put on this one? Oh, I might actually do a little bit of collage. Should we have a little book paper? Seeing this book paper was in that little pile, let's just pop a little bit of glue on there. Like that. And then we'll have a little bit of this, I think. So we need to have some room in it if you want to write a little something in there. Oops. Don't we? So let's just have a little bit of this hanging out the bottom like that. Just stick that in like that. There we go. And you see, so then it's just sort of like hanging out the bottom. Oh, love it. So we're going to leave this because I think that's good for journaling. A little bit of journaling of some sort. Oh gosh, guys, I hope we're all right for time. I hope you grabbed your cup of coffee or something, or cup of tea. While we're doing this. And taking notes. But it's not really, it's just, you just have to sort of go with it. Just sort of like make it up as you go along, like I'm doing. When you do things like that, there is no right or wrong to do things. There's no right or wrong to do craft anyway like this. You just do it how it comes to you. Like I always said, try not to copy, because you will never have the same outcome. And you just get sort of like frustrated that you can't do it like that. you know, you don't have to copy, just do it in your way, how you would do it. And that would make a little pocket. That would make a really pretty little pocket, wouldn't it? Have I got anything else that would make a pocket? Not really. What's this piece? I just wanted something to dangle at the bottom, like that. Do you know what I mean? So we've got a little bit more sort of lace hanging from the bottom. I think that will work. Let's just cut this little bit off. Shall I add a bit to the top to make it a bigger pocket? Oh, I like that. That's not what I was thinking though. This might be a little bit better. I'm going to use a glue gun because it's a little bit quicker to dry. Oops, I've got a piece of paper. Okay. Now again, I would probably have sewn that on there and not glued it, but because of time I've just glued that on. But it's extended the pocket, do you know what I mean? So we can put something a little bit bigger in there and it will just sit on there like that, and then this will just hang off the bottom of the page. So I'm going to use a little bit of 3-in-1 just down the side, along there. Just pop that on there, like that. How lovely. Leave that to dry, and then we're going to find something to pop in it. That's what I mean. So then you've got something a little bit bigger to go in there, which is fabulous. I'm loving it. So nearly done. Look how lovely and sort of squodgy that is. Look at that. Oh, I love it. And then I'll show you how we're going to do a little closure on this. This comes out. Should we just leave that so we can, I might put a little bit of, we could put some lace down there, couldn't we? So we've got lace. Here's a little bit. There we go. We'll just pop this little bit on there. Seeing it's there. We can just do that. Look how oozy this out. This is the glue that Andy doesn't like because it just gets so sticky. But you get used to it. You get used to it, don't you? Let's put that on there. Like that. A little bit of lace, and then maybe a little bit of this. Scrunch it up a little bit. I do like things that hang from the bottom. Not so much probably on a journal because I like to stand my journals up on a shelf, and the more you have hanging out the bottom, do you know what I mean, the more it sort of like gets ruined because it gets all squashed up. But these little things that just go in, this will just sort of like sit somewhere. Little pile of these, but look at that. They're just beautiful, aren't they? Oh, I love them. We need to stick something on the front though, I think. Right, so that's that. So this can just stay like that, I think. And then that will open up, and you could stick something in there, whether it's a little picture or something, little ticket from somewhere. So this is the same. This is the one that I quite like to have, you know, quite plain. Although I am going to pop a little paper clip on here. What about our little ones? What about these guys? What about these? What about this one? It's got lots of little dingly dangly bits on. It's just going to stick out too far, do you think? Let's pop it at the top. What do you think that tucks in? Oh, love it. Look at that. That will just dingle dangle down. So that will open up, and then you can just journal on that. I won't put any lace on that because of the paper clip. But then let's take one of our little round ones. Will that fit? And then you just tuck that up there. Maybe another little picture. Just got a pile of little pictures there. We don't want to cover the face, do we? There we go. There we go. This opens out, and then we need something to tuck in here. Nope. That's not going to work. This one. Oh, there we go. That works. So then we want something on the back page. Like I said, a nice little bit of lace down there would be really nice, wouldn't it? So we've got that. We could do with a little bit of a fluffier piece, but I don't think... Oh, I've got this. Let's put this down the side. This is the one that I coloured. Let's put this. Open that up. Let's just pop a little bit of this. That would be lovely. I'm going to glue gun it because it will be quicker and easier to just glue gun that along there. I'm going to put a piece of this on the back as well. But look at that. I'm not going. We could put another little paper clip on there, I suppose, couldn't we? Oh gosh, guys, that's so cute, isn't it? But what we need to do is, and one I've gone and done, I've gone and stuck that on there, but I'm going to have to take this little bit off because I need to put a bit of lace in there. I forgot about that. Where's my little awl? I just need to pick this up just a little bit, just so I can stick a little bit of what do we have? Let me just bring this down. This one will do. This is just a little bit of seam binding, just as the little closure. Oh, let me take it all off. There we go. So, did want to make it a little bit longer than the other one. So I'm just going to cut this little bit off. I'm going to tuck that in. Just I wanted it to go in underneath it, really. Underneath that little pocket, and just tuck that in. Let's just pop a little bit of glue on there. Pop you down. Squeeze that down. Oh look, that's just fallen off. Oh, it's just unclipped. It's just unclipped. Where's my little pliers? That's because I'm fiddling around. That's because I'm fiddling about. Let's just open that up. I'm going to take that off. Pop you back on again. It's not really the best pliers to do that with. There we go. Squeeze that together. Lovely. There we go. Where did you go? On this one, wasn't it? Pop you back in there. Pop you back in there. Oh look, these are white on the back as well. Never mind. Never mind. And where did this one go? This one went in the front, didn't it? Can just sit in that little pocket like that. Like that. So yes, do take a little bit more time on doing it than I have. Don't rush. Right, I'm going to put that like that. I'm going to take a piece of this and stick it onto there, just so I know it's in line with this, the other piece. Pop you on there. Like that, and I'm going to get another piece of this and cover that up. Like that. I've got all these little strings. I don't know why that's so stringy. Maybe it's been on quite a long time, so that might be the reason why. There we go. There we go. Super. So that's the back, that's the front. Let's just chop these like that. So this should then tie a little bit better than the other one. So that's a little bow, if it will. If it will, guys. I'm going to be untying it again in a minute, so there we go. Oh, just gorgeous. Oh, I love it. Look at these. Right, do we want another little something? We got a little something to go on it. Where's this little pot? Here we go. I've got another one of those. I've got this little. That looks quite nice, doesn't it? That looks really old-fashioned. Really old-fashioned, so I need a little bit more tulle. Just a little bit more. Snip a little piece of this off. Oh my gosh, I got lots of stuff. Look, I'm using my jar that we made in the Chubby Saturday to put all these little bits in. So I'm supposed to be putting them back in there, but I'm not. Let's just pull this. So seagulls out there making lots of noise tonight. Just tied it into sort of like a little funny knot, just so it's sort of like this can sort of like bury in it, if you know what I mean. Can sort of hide in there a little bit. Going to just stick that down, just like a little nest. Pop a little bit in there. And then just stick that down. Can you see it's sort of like nested around it? So look at that, isn't that just beautiful? I absolutely love it. So this might be a good one if you want to do a smaller one, start off. But like I said, if you wanted to have a practice with sort of like magazine pages and that, then do that, because it might be easy if you're first starting. Look at me. You're first starting out journaling and making a little bit. So we've got this one, and then we have this one, which are just gorgeous. Right, I'm going to do a quick flip through of both of them so you can have a look. So this one opens up like that. Little pocket in there, that little pocket in there. Little belly band, paper clips, beautiful little tucks and pockets. This comes in, this will open out like that. So again, you can go through it again. I will probably go through it again and just add a few more bits and pieces. I need something to go in there, but I don't think I've got anything for now. This opens up like that. This will open up with that. Look at that. Oh, was that? Oh, did we have a little pocket? I did have a little pocket there, didn't I? Okay, that's too big. Look at that, lovely. And then that's the back. So they are beautiful. So that's that one, and then this is my first one that I did. So this just opens up. That's got a little pocket in there, little pocket there. I like the way this hangs down. I think that's really nice. This one, I don't know whether I showed you, I just sew a few little sequins onto there. Opens up like that, that opens up. I just rounded the corners on that one. These open up, flip through, just beautiful. This one, that opens up like that, so you've got like a little hidden pocket in there and a hidden tuck in there, and that just sits on there. And then this will need to tuck back in there. That opens up, little booklet and a little back pocket like that. So there we go, guys. Well, I hope you got a little bit of inspiration from all of these little pages and little bits, but little mini minis are just beautiful, aren't they? So thank you so much for joining me. I hope you'll give it a go. If you do, please post them in the Facebook group. There we go. Well, have a lovely rest of the day. Take care, stay safe, and I will see you soon. All right, guys, bye-bye.